So the next thing I'm going to talk about here is to know the delivery mode. So you're going to want to know what kind of course you are in. So when you go into your My BVC and you go to your schedule, you're going to be able to hover over the courses and it's going to tell you cool or RTOL or ATOL, and you're going to look at it and be like, oh, I don't know what that is. Don't worry, nobody knows what that is until you're actually in the courses and you go through these descriptions. Okay, so I'm going to give you a bit of an explanation of the different delivery modes that are available for courses at Bow Valley College. So the first one you'll see here is combined online. The short version of that is COOL. And this type of online course, as it says here, is a course delivery mode that combines elements of non-scheduled and scheduled activities. Learners will be able to participate partly at times of their own choosing, and are also required to participate in some scheduled online learning activities. Scheduled exams may be required. So this one you'll have to do certain activities at scheduled times in real time, and other activities you'll be able to do when you schedule them. So you might find with some of these combined online classes where you'll have like a lecture maybe like once a week or once every couple weeks. You might have some activities that are scheduled, but it won't be like exactly all the time. You won't have most of your classes scheduled. So it might ask you to do activities between classes or to have quite a bit of work done before they do the one longer session. It depends on how your instructor sets it up, but what it means it basically is that for a cool class, you will need to be at your online class, which will be through MS Teams, during the scheduled times, but the scheduled times may not be consistent. They may not be. They might be quite spread out, and you will have to have your own schedule to get the work done that you need to get done between those classes. So the next delivery mode is real-time online. That's RTOL. So if you see that code, that's real-time online, and this is a course delivery mode where learning activities take place through scheduled interactions through the use of online communication technologies at locations of learners' own choosing. Learners are required to participate in online learning activities at scheduled times, and scheduled exams may be required. So, real-time online learning is you will be in class during class times, which will be regular and scheduled. So probably that would be like the same amount of time as you would be in class if it had been a traditional on-campus class. But the difference is that your classroom, quote unquote, is in MS Teams. So you will go into MS Teams, you will log into a virtual classroom, you will have, you'll have like all the people will come in at the same time, your instructor will lecture, and they will do this regularly. They will do this just as if you were in a face-to-face delivery mode, but instead of being face-to-face, you can be like at your house online in the virtual classroom, but you will still have access to kind of the regular amount of lecture as you would have if you were in a traditional on-campus class. The last option here is Anytime Online, ATOL. This is a course delivery mode where learning activities take place at times and location of the learner's own choosing through the use of online communication technologies. Learners are not required to participate in any scheduled learning activities, but scheduled exams may be required. So, Anytime Online is kind of the traditional online learning that many of us are familiar with. And what it is
You take the course is designed, it follows a schedule. So, like each week, you need to get a certain amount of work done. And it will be pretty laid out for you what you need to get done when. But the specific hours of when you do it are really up to you. So you will get to choose, like if you want to do it, 8 till 10 a.m. every day or, 2 till 3 every day. Like it's totally up to you when you want to do the work, but it will need to be done by the deadline, which is usually the Sunday, but you really have to check your schedule to see when it is. But you don't have to attend virtual classes at any specific time. They don't have virtual classes. So I guess the important thing is to know the difference between what kind of class you're in, because that's really going to help you when you go to planning your time.
Now that you know what the delivery modes are, you're going to want to make sure that you learn which courses are which modes because they may not all be the same. So, my suggestion is to keep it all organized. You'll want to keep a notebook and write down each of your online classes and how they're going to run. And you'll have something that you can refer to until you have it memorized.